And we are just about ready to go. The revs are up, gates down. And hope you guys enjoy your trip back home. If you are heading out, safe travels to you. And also a PSA, just help with the ranch and please pick up around your area. Grab yourself a trash bag, fill it up, dump it off. At least put your stuff in a trash bag. And we do not want your easy ups in your old tires. I don't know why that's a thing.
Yeah.
Why do you feel like I don't go to my neighbor's house after I'm done with the easy up, just chunk it in his front yard. I don't understand why people feel you can leave your easy ups in your tires.
No,
here.
absolutely
your oil,
not.
Your gas cans.
No,
take it with you.
Kevin,
We don't need that.
I'm 100% with you. And, we always talk about do the right thing because it's the right thing to do as we're exiting. Nobody's going to get mad at you for, picking up an extra bag of trash.
No.
Nobody's going to get mad at you for throwing that old tire in and putting it on your tire pile at home, and that type of thing.
It's not our responsibility.
I agree with you 100%. If you carried it in, carried it out, also carry somebody else's out too.
Yeah, man. Help out. We are guests here. We are guests in the town. I even asked a lady at Walmart whenever I was there a few nights ago. I'm like, hey, how are we treating you guys? Like, I know we come in and just invade your town. Like, hopefully everybody's being respectful. I know there's a monetary value to having us here, but then there's also the respect. These kids running wild in the streets. I hope you parents have done your job and not just sent your kids wild in Waverly here, making a video of the Waverly Wild Boys out here.
Yeah, that's not what we're looking for.
Nope. What we're looking for is Darren Pine. He's on the number 58 machine. He got the whole shot. He's leading right now. As we watch the opening laps here of the 85 10-12 limited class, the 58 of Pine with the whole shot.
Yeah, he had issues in Moto number 1, finishing 22nd, come rebounding with a 7th in that second Moto, and out front leading the way here in Moto number 3.
He's got the 22 right behind him. Who would that be? Jonathan Getz. So a good Moto for Getz. Look at those Moto scores, man.
I
6
told
and
you.
a 5.
Yeah.
Green flag, it is out, and your leader, Darren Pine, still doing it. He's got Jonathan Getz, and here's another name we haven't said a lot about. It's Vincent Way.
I was waiting on you. Yep.
What are his Moto scores there?
The 27 of Vincent Way, we're looking at a 3-4.
Well, I'll shut up because that's not bad.
No,
that's really good, actually.
That's about as consistent as we're going to see. Like you said, the rest of them all over the place. And look what that does for Vincent Way in the overall contention.
Well, there you go. I'll shut up for real. 3-4-3, good enough for the overall.
All right.
But look at that. It's 10 and 10.
Read that again for him, Kevin.
3-4-3. That is good enough for the overall. And guess who's right behind him? The man that could steal it away, Cole Blecka. Blecka with 4-2-4. They both have 10 points. So Blecka needs to get around Vincent Way. And I promise you, Vincent Way will do his best to not let that happen.
And you know as well as I do, Blecka will get aggressive with it. He'll force the issue. There's no question.
Looking for the number 2 of Landon Gibson in 15th place. So he goes 1-1, and he's currently 15th. So, wow, a big change of events here. A lot of drama. And there he is off the side of the bike, the number 2.
Wow.
So riders fly past him, and it's only getting worse for the number 2 of Landon Gibson. He did not go down, but he pulled a Liam Olaf, and he was running on the side of the bike, stayed on it, kept it running, and jumps right back in the battle. So, holy cow. So he's got 17 points. So what that means is he is 7 points behind our leaders, which is possible. He could pass 7 different guys and put him up in contention. So this one is far from over. We've got the battle between Way and Blecka. They sit 3rd and 4th. They both have 10 points. Landon Gibson is 7 points back, 1-1, and he's in 15th. So the potential for him to make those passes is there. So
absolutely.
This one is far from over. But all the while, Darren Pine is your leader. Darren Pine with 22-7-1 scores.
Yeah, exactly, man. I told you this stuff's insane to look at. Hey, I want to take a minute and wish a very happy 18th birthday to Bodie Ash. I know you've been going through some stuff this year, Bodie, and congratulations. Happy 18th birthday, buddy.
Happy birthday, bud. It's all legal now, so be careful. The 27 of Vincent Way is now your leader. He has passed 3 riders, guys, and he is up to the number 1 spot. Getz drops back to 2nd, or excuse me, Getz moves up to 2nd. Darren Pine drops back to 3rd. And trouble for Cole Blecka as he's still in 4th. He needs to make passes. He had Vincent Way right in front of him 1 lap ago. Way goes from 3rd to 1st, increases his points lead over Blecka by 2. And we will try to keep up with the number 2 of Landon Gibson with now 1, 1, and 10 scores. He's passed 5 riders in 1 lap, and he is slowly creeping into that challenge for the overall. He's got 12 points. Vincent Way with 8. 4 points he's got to make up. That means 4 passes.
Right. Since that little mistake back there, like you said, that was a lap ago. Picked up 5 spots. I believe that there is going to be no issue for him getting into position. Will he be able to maintain that? That may be another story.
There he is.
But look at him.
Those are the points right there. He's got 4 guys in front of him that could give him the championship. The number 2, the drama is there. He needs 4 passes to tie, 1 more to break the tie.
Just about. He's halfway through a buy one, get one right now. There he goes, getting ready to pick up the other end of it.
There it is.
As he works his way through, not quite able to seal the deal just yet.
Of equal value there.
But there you go. Yep.
All equal.
Yep.
So that's what we're watching here as the points change each lap. Perfect scores going into this moto with the number 2. And now he is on the move. Landon Gibson on the KTM, picking off riders one after the other. He knows what's at stake here.
No, absolutely, and knows exactly where he sits, knows what it's going to take to get the job done.
Thank goodness that buffer in that first 2 motos, the 1-1s, give him the ability to have a 10th place finish and still even be in the conversation.
Oh, yeah. There's no other way that would have happened without those wins, period. You take a look at the difference in those positions, and any other time that would have just been a wash.
Yep, he's coming. The number 2 will check back in and see what the scores are officially. Landon Gibson was perfect going into this moto. Now some adversity. We're going to see what he is made of as he works his way around that Thor Polysport Beach. The leader's now coming through and past us here. Vincent Way doing everything he can do. You got to win, you got to make up points, and he's doing it. Vincent Way 1.8 seconds out front of Jonathan Getz. And now the real story here on the number 2, has he jumped into that championship position now. Look at that. He goes all the way to 6. And what does that do? 8, 8, and 9. Vincent Way is now tied. 1 more pass by Landon Gibson, and the championship swings back to him.
And he's totally aware of that. He knows exactly what it needs to do, and he knows
this could be it right here.
Trinity Bachelor, that's what it's going to take. Going to have to get his way past the gas machine, keep this thing on 2 wheels, put in a couple more laps, go after Darren Pine to keep things safe.
Vincent Way just doing all he can do. All he can do is win the race. That's all he can do, and he's doing that.
And he turned a 2:07 last time, so he's really committed. He's running the pace, doing what he needs to do. Getz was a 2:08.
Here it is, coming through the 10 commandments. If the pass is made, the championship numbers swing in the favor of the number 2 here. Needs 1 pass to seal off this championship.
Kevin, going to go inside. You see how that corner had 3 different arcs in it?
It sure
did. It took 3 different turns, didn't it? Wow, incredible. Like a dog-leg corner.
Super technical course here, and it's changed every time these guys have went out on the racetrack. And Gibson tiptoeing behind Trinity Bachelor, and he might have done it. I believe he did. That was it. That was uneventful.
Yeah, that was
championship, just like that.
Went down inside, tiptoed through that corner, put himself out front.
God, look at that, launching into that rut. Jumps and lands right in that rut. And Trinity Bachelor going right there with him.
Yeah, might have caught Bachelor a little bit by surprise. Thought he had that momentum outside there, and all of a sudden.
Rob.
Yep, there comes Landon Gibson, so it's go time. Trinity Bachelor trying to get on the rear fender, throw out a rope, get a tow, but I think it's a little late for that now. Gibson definitely starting to pull away from Bachelor.
Here comes Vincent Way right past us, and about 1.8 seconds back, the number 22 of Jonathan Getz. He is right there with him, up and over the tunnel jump, as is our 3rd place rider, Cole Blecka. So Blecka is coming. He's trying to carve off some points. Could Cole race himself back into championship position? He could, but Landon Gibson would have to falter.
Gibson passed Bachelor.
He did. He got him just a few moments ago.
Well, yeah, we knew that.
So just Gibson with 115
score, yeah.
115 score, 7 points for Gibson, 3-4-1 Vincent Way, 8 points, 9 points for Blecka. So he keeps moving forward, just further helping himself out. Landon Gibson.
Just pad the points,
Absolutely. Because you know what could happen. He could have a rough lap, tip over, lose a spot or 2, and had he not made those passes when he needed to, wouldn't have that buffer.
For sure. All right.
Hope you guys are enjoying this coverage. It's been all week long. These guys have done a jam-up job. All of the camera guys, even Davey Coombs for the last few days has been out there
right now
running the cameraman. The guys inside the booth producing, the drone operators swapping out hot batteries.
Our drone pilots are the best in the business.
100%.
I've watched and how tough is it to run a drone at a golf event?
Hey,
and you still can't get that feel that you get from our drone.
Finally got to my hotel cup of coffee.
Okay.
I had tea this morning. The voice is a little hoarse, so I wanted a cup of tea. So time is it now? 11:40.
5 hours later.
Only 5 hours later, we finally got to this.
Travel cup, yeah. Weege will rinse that out and travel with him on
the
way.
Like I haven't had my coffee yet. I still got a lot left.
Yeah.
So
you got your Yetis. That is last year. That's last year's coffee cup.
Yes, I brought it back.
Yeah, that's your Yeti. Series.
This is a Yeti for me. It's got a lid. That's insulating.
Oh, shoot.
It will keep your coffee hot for at least 8 minutes. Yes.
Long enough to make the drive
he
here.
He doubles them up. Double insulated.
Yeah, sure. Just get a large and a medium, stuff them in top of each other. There you go. He's sitting here.
Yeah,
you're blowing his mind. He's liking that.
There's great information out there amongst all of us. You
just got to listen.
Amongst us. Everybody's got some ideas you can contribute. Double insulate that cup.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, it doesn't burn your hand and keeps the coffee hotter.
Yep.
Come on, man.
You don't need to sleeve. What does that sleeve do?
Gee
Get
whiz.
2 cups.
Yeah, man. Just double the cup.
Just double the cup. Yep. Finally got to my morning cup of coffee here just a couple minutes before noon.
Yep.
There's
the
budget,
27.
not brains, man.
Vincent Way finally going to get him a Moto win here.
No, he got one yesterday. He did the same thing in 2 classes. The third Moto ripped it, and the first 4 Motos of the week, or the first 2 Motos of each class,
bounced
not
around.
good. And then the last 2 Motos of the week, he gets gold. What the heck, man? That's Loretta's for you. But not enough for the title.
No, Gibson, and check this out. Gibson was 15th at one moment in this race, and he crashed, and now he's all the way up to 4th. Brian Spencer, Artie Spencer, always a pleasure to have you guys here. Brian Spencer, undefeated, by the way. He got beat one time. He won again yesterday. He swept.
Oh, he did it again?
All 3. It was done.
Track.
Yeah, he beat Evan Ferry, and then who else was with him? Casey Cochran.
He brought all the players up. And Brian
Deegan.
Spencer took them all down.
Smack.
Rock, paper, scissors.
The assassin.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
The assassin.
He has some special extra sense that we don't have.
Brian can't see.
Was born without sight.
Yes.
And the way he's able to sense what you're going to go with on rock, paper, scissors.
He says it's based on your heart. He can hear your heartbeat.
I can hear his hearing is that keen.
He's hearing the opponent's heartbeat. It's impressive what he can do.
The electrodes in your brain and what you're going to pick.
And what you're going to do.
We get distracted. We see things. We get distracted. We break our focus for just that microsecond. And Brian is locked in. So Brian gets to leave saying he took down Casey Cochran, Hayden Deegan, Evan Ferry. In rock, paper, scissors. But hey, he can still say he beat them.
He did. He was 5 out of 6 motos at Loretta Lynn's.
So Vincent Way, I know he's got a big future there. They're happy with his riding at Husqvarna, even if the championship did not come. Did you know, by the way, that the KTM Orange Brigade has a new team manager? He just started last week. Daniel Blair is now the team manager for the Orange Brigade. Yes. Yep.
Wow.
Yeah. He hosted a camp, helped out at a camp they had after Redbud, and they liked him so much they gave him the job. So welcome, Daniel Blair.
There you go, man. He's probably watching it, taking notes of his star pupils now.
Well, hilariously, he wasn't here yesterday because he had a TV gig already lined up, and then KTM guys started winning a bunch. So I think we know why.
Just stay away.
And then he came back today. So I don't know. We'll see if the luck continues to roll. But congrats, Daniel Blair. Got the new gig because Nathan Ramsey
moved up.
He's the full pro team manager now for Husqvarna.
Started off as an amateur, worked his way through the ranks.
Did, yep, worked his way through the ranks. Finally turned pro at 40 years old.
3-digit team manager number there. Worked his way through that.
Love Nate Dogg. One of the great stories.
Sure.
He's actually a Tennessee native, but no one would know this because in his amateur days he did pretty much nothing. Went out to California, took a roll of the dice as a pro, as a privateer, broke through, became a Supercross champ in the 250s.
He was not heavily like as an amateur. He turns pro and gets some local guys to help him throw a little money his way, and just the speed. Finally, the opportunity and speed and everything, luck met, and the rest, as they say, is history. He's a factory Honda rider.
Well, I actually covered that in the Weed Show video that I'm uploading to RacerX YouTube right now. I know that fans get frustrated with the alphabet soup of classes, and they're just like, well, why don't they just all race against each other? Why are we handing out trophies for all the participants? Well, don't worry. There will be a day where they don't hand out trophies for everybody, and it's called Monster Energy Supercross and Lucas Oil Pro Motocross.
Yeah.
The cream will rise.
There it is.
That day will come.
Yeah.
You're Chase Sexton. You're a bad dude right now, but guess what? You got to go up against Eli freaking Tomac.
Yeah.
There's no trophies for participants at that level. Here, you're trying to give everybody their runway. If you squeeze the Justin Coopers out of the sport, if you crush them, look where Justin Cooper is now.
We would have
never had him. I mean, the fact that the 4 top guys in the 250 class right now are 2 Australians, a Japanese rider, and Justin Cooper. Who was predicting that in 2017?
You're crying about getting recognized. There'll be a day you won't, and then you'll be crying then too.
And the opportunity to get recognized will be there. But the reason, I think a lot of people are like, why don't they just have all these fast kids? I know the B riders are as fast as the A riders. Just have them all race against each other. You're trying to give everybody their chance to develop at their pace, so we get all of them as pros at their best. Levi Kitchen, I think, is 20 years old or 21 years old.
He was 19 here racing.
Absolutely.
Yes. It took him a couple extra years to get there, but now that he's there, he's legit. If you crush these guys,
chop them off at their
when they're
knees before
16
they ever
years
get a
old, they
chance.
quit the sport, they leave. We are the ones that lose out.
That other number beside the bike size is an age.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yep.
and the bottom line is a 10-year-old doesn't think like a 14-year-old.
Yes.
He's not
Yeah.
developed like a 14-year-old.
Yeah.
So there is a method to madness. Believe it or not, MX Sports did put some thought into
Yeah.
this program in developing your kid to go farther in our program.
Yeah,
So,
because I think the problem is, honestly, people look at the front runners and they look at how the rules apply to them. But what the rules are really designed to do is grow the sport at the bottom, like keep people
Right.
in it.
The
Like,
base. You got to have
exactly.
a base to get them all
yeah,
the way.
if the moment you get on a big bike, you have to beat the fastest rider, you might just say, okay, I got 30th, we're parking the bikes, we're selling the bikes, we're out.
we're going golfing.
We're going golfing.
Look at it like a pyramid. The
Yeah.
A class is the tip of the spear. For every A
Yeah.
rider, there's 10 B riders, and for that, there's 40 C riders. You
Yes.
have to have that base to get it all the way.
Right, so
keep
people
the
don't quit
attrition
the
rate.
sport. Yeah, exactly. If you just said everybody's going gnarly of the gnarly
Not
right
happening.
off the rip,
Not happening.
you're going to
ruin.
lose riders. And we have gained some. Justin Cooper was here the other day, and he said, I got booted from the B class because I rode too many B races locally. And he's like, I was not ready for A. If I'd gone to the A class, I would have just got smoked. He probably would have gone to college, and we wouldn't have had him. So he got into the two-stroke and college boy classes,
Yes,
won
he did.
those. No one even noticed that he won those, but it gave him one extra year to develop. Then he went into A, got a little bit of confidence. He gave it one more year in A, and then exploded, and now we got a good pro rider on the scene. So
It's
that's
not-
why these classes are the
And
way
it's
they
not
are.
unique to our sport. Baseball has single A, double
Oh
A,
my gosh.
triple A. They have high A, low A. If you, like I said,
Yeah.
if you throw all those guys in, they're done. You're chopping off 90% of baseball if you make them all go
Right.
play
If
at that
they
level.
all have to, if every 18-year-old has to hit off the best pitcher
not
in
gonna
the
happen.
country,
You're done.
they're going to quit. They're going to get cut. So you try to live you don't have forever. Eventually you got to get it done, or you're not going to win. But some guys take 3 years, some guys take 1 year, some guys take 5 years. But the hope is that they all meet. And as far as the participation medals, we see it every weekend at the pro ranks.
Sure.
They don't hand them
We
out.
give out a first place and a second place and a third place.
Right.
And if you get fourth,
Sorry about
you
your
don't get
luck.
anything.
Right.
Sorry. Yeah. So it'll happen at
And you
the
know what?
extreme end.
Guys like Nick Romano have made that happen recently. Guys like Levi Kitchen have made that
Yeah.
happen recently.
Yeah,
So,
they've stepped up.
there
Just
it
got a
is.
Moto win. But
There it is.
It becomes sink or swim eventually. There's no
Yes.
escape clause.
Absolutely.
Once you're in the pro ranks, you don't perform, you're spit out the back, and that's the way pro sports are. Try to give people a little runway here to develop them. Like I said, if you're Chase Sexton, you got to be like, dude, I am riding out of my mind. Everything is so dialed. I should be dominating. But I got to beat Eli Tomac.
Right.
Eventually, it gets
Right.
really hard. But you got to get everybody to that top of the pyramid first. I mean, even Sexton himself, he was pretty fast always, but he was not dominant.
The elite.
That's exactly
Yeah.
what I was getting ready to say. You know, as good as Chase Sexton was here, I don't know that I expected him to be in the position that he's in right now. And you see that all across the board, and that's the beauty of these many different springboards that Jason's talking about. And I totally agree with that.
Yeah, there's some keyboard warriors out there that have raced about 7 times in their lives and haven't really spent. Yeah, this is how we develop our riders, how we develop the sport, how we grow the sport. Big picture here, folks. It's not Saturday
Yeah.
night at Chicken Finger Motocross,
Right.
where Johnny Blue Jeans has been riding the B class for 17 years.
Oh, yeah. Everybody tells Brady how to throw a ball, too. So, you know.
Guys, we're in a white flag lap right here. We're about less than a half a lap from a checker flying here. And Vincent Way looks like he's on his way to Moto Gold right now as we check in with there. But Landon Gibson with that not so stellar start was still able to pull out, dig out, and all the way up to the number 3 spot and has pretty much
There he
solidified
is.
that national championship several laps ago. But looking at a 1-1-3.
Now, we'll see because he's about to get around. It looks like he is working on gets. In fact, that's all of your guys right there going into the billboards. They are all tight except for Vincent Way's 12 seconds out front. That is second, third, and fourth. Getz, Gibson, and Pine. Roddy, jump on in on the headset, man. Come on and do a hot swap here. Megawatt just jumped out of the seat. Going to hand it off to you.
I tell you, I got to say my favorite monster, Aussie lemonade. I mean, out of all the monsters I've ever drank, Aussie lemonade, I just tried it for the very first time, and
delicious.
Oh, man. That's actually probably what I'm going to start drinking from now on.
Just no more water, just Aussie lemonade. You
Aussie lemonade, that's it. All right, mates, here we go.
Wow, he's already turning Australian. A couple of sips there.
Vinny Way right now turning
Vinny
laps.
Way, is that what we're going with?
Oh, I don't know.
Hey, Vinny Way, how you doing? Great work, bro.
Vincent Way turning laps here. How's that? A 2:10 still here late in the moto. His fastest lap, a 2:06.5, as he is well into this final lap of racing. Again, a moto gold, but all the accolades at the end will go to Gibson, who's looking at scoring the possibility now and does have the sight set on, if not in the number 2 spot there for Getz, so a 1-1-2, near perfection.
Yep, and the whole shot went to Darren Pine. He's hanging tough in 4th. Landon Gibson, 1-1-3. 3-4-1 scores for Way. Getz 6-5-2. I wonder after that first moto with that 6th place finish for Getz, did they go, well, this is it, we're done? Nope. He kept his head down, got better and better. Little up and down scores for riders around him, kind of helped him out. And there is the number 27 Answer Husqvarna ride of Vincent Way snagging that race win. That's pretty convincing. 12 seconds he wins that thing by. There's the number 2 of Gibson, who gets around Jonathan Getz.
Absolutely.
With even more points for that guy. There's Getz, he'll get 3rd. And that's pretty much your podium. Gibson with the overall. Vincent Way finishes 2nd overall, gets the moto win, and Jonathan Getz gets 3rd place and 3rd place overall.
There's a look at your Moto 3 results. 85cc 10-11 limited class coming to a close here. That's race 22. And as we look at the race docket here on this Saturday, race 23, Schoolboy 1, 12-17 BC is on deck next, followed up by Open Pro Sport. Their final moto going to be hitting the track about 12:30 here this afternoon. So, wow, is that one going to be an exciting?
Oh, yeah, man. They have been waiting on that one. Ready to go. We're going to stick them out there at the hottest part of the day, let them earn it. 12:30 sun, high noon, burning right down. Wah, wah, wah. The good, the bad, and the ugly. Who would that be here in the tower? I think it's just ugly.
All of us.
Just all ugly. Ugly and bad.
All right, let's head on down to the podium. Jason Whitegate getting things set up there to hand out some Moto medals and, of course, crown a Monster Energy AMA Motocross Amateur Champion.
Bring our 3rd place rider up. And a quick exchange there in the final lap. He was running 2nd. He ends up in 3rd. Looking for our 3rd place finisher. That'd be Jonathan Getz. There he is. Here he comes. Let's hear it for Jonathan Getz. All right, there. Tell me about your moto there, Jonathan.
I had a good start, and then I just read my race, and then Landon passed me in the last lap.
Yep. All right, who do you want to thank?
My mom and dad, 22 Graphics, Fly, 100%, FMF, Sickwicks, Ithaca, Torres Motorsports, and everyone else, thank you.
Jonathan Getz, everybody. Bronze medal. Let's bring the Moto winner on up. And the week ended on a high note for him. We're bringing the Moto winner to the stage. Yep, and then we'll bring the championship bike because we'll clear the decks of the 27. Let's bring up our Moto winner. Believe he did this twice. 3rd Moto wins for him. So he turned his week around big time. Let's hear it for Vincent Way. Well, just forget about the first few days. Just only go home and think about the last 2, right?
Yeah, the last 2 days were awesome.
Any idea what changed? Just bad racing luck and stuff like that, or did you do something different?
Just my mindset.
All right. Can you carry that all the way to your next couple races? Did you learn something here?
Yeah.
Okay. Who do you want to thank, Vincent?
Husqvarna, FMF, Monster Army, Arma Sport, Scott, Pro Taper, Moto Seat, Flow Foot Pegs, OGO, Nihilo Concepts, and everybody else. Thanks so much. Oh, my mom and dad.
Oh, yeah. Let's hear it for Vincent Way. All right. Now, we do have to clear the number 27 bike off the stage because we have a championship to hand out. I've also got a whole shot award for Darren Pine. Yeah, Vincent Way slinging that motorcycle himself. Good job, boy. All right, let's bring Darren Pine on up and hand out a whole shot award. Let's hear it for Darren Pine. Boy, they grow up quick. I remember you on the Cobra. How'd that moto go, dude?
Oh, it was pretty good. Got the whole shot and just led the few laps. Then got passed, but other than that, it was really good.
All right. Who do you want to thank?
My mom and dad, Beast Moto Lab, TTMX, Van Martin, True TLD, 100%, and anyone else, thank you.
Let's hear it for Darren Pine. With the Stasic Whole Shot Award. You get to keep that, and let's bring the number 2 machine on up. Let's bring our championship bike up. And he digs out second place. Didn't even need that, but he did it anyway. Let's hear it for our national champion, Landon Gibson. Talk about the kind of work that it takes coming into this race to perform like that.
Yeah, man, I've worked so hard leading up to this, and have had a rough week, but we got it done, man.
Yeah, take me through some of the adversity you had to deal with to get in position.
So I got off to like a 5th place start, and I just got bumped off the start, just a lot of carnage. And man, the first lap I was riding great, and I just tipped it over. I don't know what I was doing out there. Just wasn't focused, but I got refocused and made my way back up to second, so.
Were you a little scared at one point the title had slipped away?
Not really.
All right, you got to believe. Who do you want to thank, Landon?
Jesus Christ for keeping me safe, my mom, my dad, Power Band for the awesome suspension, Next Level Motocross, Gavin Graysick for training me for this win, man. Bell Helmets, 100%, mom, dad, Answer, Pro Taper, Bell Helmets, 100%, and everyone else. Thank you.
Let's hear it for him, Landon Gibson. Where is, there we go, there's the AMA number 1 plate. Here is Tad, and here is the crown. Landon Gibson is an 85cc champion. Let's hear it for Landon Gibson one more time.